got the power to win, power to rule. Come on, Chelsea. Forever we shall stand, united we stand, divided we fall. No matter the situation, we will never stop, 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 till we are top, 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 top. We will never stop, 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 till we are top, 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 top. Relegation is now a portion. Blue is the color, football is the game. Winning is high, is high. Relegation is now a portion. Blue is the color, football is the game. Winning is high, is high. No matter what we defend, Chelsea is the name. We are the pride of London. No matter how we dey suffer, you know me say I go stop being alone. We got the power to win, power to rule. Come on, Chelsea. Forever we shall stand, united we stand, divided we fall. No matter the situation, we will never stop, 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 till we are top, 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 top. We will never stop, 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 till we are top, 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 top. We got the power to win, power to rule. Come on, Chelsea. Forever we shall stand, united we stand, divided we fall. No matter the situation, we will never stop, 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 till we are top, 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 top. We will never stop, 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 till we are top, 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 top. Relegation is now a portion. Yeah, we will never stop, stop, stop till we are top, top, top. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to my viewers around the world. Good morning, good afternoon. It is actually going to evening from my side here. I just came from work. It's actually almost getting to evening here. It's almost 5 p.m. Tuesday here. Um, I want to say hello to you guys. I want to say hello to you guys around the world, people from West Africa, people from North Africa, people from South Africa, Southern Africa, people from East Africa, people from Central Africa. I want to say hello to you guys. I want to say hello to you guys. Firstly, I want to say that this week is gonna be an important week for us. Um, it's gonna be an important week for us. I pray that we have our second win. Hopefully this week. Don't forget, blue is the color, Chelsea is the name, football is the game. My name is Benga Afolayan, and it's a pleasure for me to connect with you guys this morning. I want to recognize. I want to recognize people in the comment section, and we have two people in the comment section now. Please don't forget to share this live broadcast, and don't forget also to keep dropping your comments, like, and word love, and also keep sharing. I want to recognize Black Diamond Comedy TV page. Black Diamond Comedy TV page. And I want to recognize King Kong Inyamen. King Kong Inyamen. Umaga Dubem. Joshua Prince Chanda. I want to recognize all of you. My focus this morning will be about Disasi and Chalobah. Of course, we have a number of things that a number of Chelsea updates that we may want to talk about. But our main focus in this live broadcast will be on Disasi and Chalobah. Joshua Oladepo, if I'm right, Joseph Amochi Chigozie, Prince Chanda, Isiaka Adeiza, Paya Joshua. Paya Joshua is watching from Liberia. Please, you can just drop where you are watching me from. I'm going to also include it in my recognition. You know, just to also include where you are watching me from. I'm going to include it in my recognition. If perhaps maybe I randomly just what pick your name and what call your name, so that we will also honor your country. We will honor your state. Oh, King Kong Kinyame from Ghana. God bless the people of Ghana. People, I really appreciate the love that Ghanaians they have for me. And we want to talk about uh, oh, Isiaka Adeza from Kogi State, Okene, Nigeria. God bless the people of Kogi. Eric Cole, nice job, boss from Nigeria. God bless you. Oladepo Joseph, they don't need to tell me that you are from Nigeria, bro. I greet everyone. In as much you are including your country, your state, I'll be what uh, included. I will include it in my recognition. So, Team Timona watching from Kenya, we love your show. Oh, thank you. Please let's keep sharing. Let's keep sharing. We have 20 people online. Please let's keep sharing this live broadcast. Olabodi Olawale's. I normally see Olabodi Olawale's comment every time. To me, it's better to lose Disasi than Chalobah. Why? Why do we want to lose Disasi uh, for Chalobah to stay? Let me start by saying that we have these. Let me mention the names of central back that we have. At the moment, we we have James. James also plays center back, but he's injured and he's also red carded. But sometimes they move him to the right wing, right back rather. So he plays right back. James, Rhys James, our captain, can actually play as CB and can also play as what RB. But he's currently okay. Mr. Shegun, are you available to go join me in the conversation, Mr. Shegun? If you're available, I will send the link. And if anyone is available, I will send the link. I'm just thinking that okay, it's still early. Some people may not want to join. Mrs. Olusegun Opadeji, one of our um, one of our panelists is here. He said the people that want to buy Disasi saw Chaloba that he is available. So they want to go for Disasi that has answered your question, sir. Oh, um, okay. I think it's better I send the link. Mr. I want Mr. Shegun to come and say it with his mouth, to the world is better. Please, as you are joining, please keep sharing this broadcast. Just keep sharing this broadcast. What we want to discuss today is very important. And I'm very happy because what we are discussing on this platform, honestly, is good. They are feeling it where it is supposed to be felt. All our discussions are being felt where they are supposed to be felt. And I'm so happy to hear that news. So please, I may not have 1 million followers, but honestly, oh, thank you, Oyenshi Michael. Thank you, Oyenshi Michael from YouTube. Yeni, Roland, there is experience in Chalobah and Disasi. Okay, Mr. Shegun is here, and I want him to just talk straight away. Um, why do you think that Chalobah, I mean, Disasi should be sacrificed for staying of Chalobah?
Okay, let's start from. Are you hearing me, sir?
Yes, clearly, I'm hearing.
Okay, let's start from the fitness issue. If you look at their injury records and the availability for games,
Mm,
last season Disasi played. Last season was Disasi first season in England,
yep, yep.
and he was able to manage to play about 40 matches.
Mm,
Chalobah has never played that lengthy games for us. But I believe people are getting carried away with Chalobah's last minute form last season because he was not available for some times. And even during the first, I think during the first season of is it Tuchel or second
mm,
season Tuchel, he had
mm,
uh, calamitous performance that people
mm.
were even asking that he should be sold. But
Okay,
later on, he was able to overcome it. So,
yeah,
talking about the availability and the fitness and the
yep,
injury record,
yep,
Chalobah has once ruptured his anterior cruciate ligament of the nails,
yeah,
and that is one of the before a club can agree that okay, let's go and buy a player, they check their injury record and some other things.
yeah.
They won't, they won't just. I know Chelsea fan will be saying Chalobah is better than Disasi. If you ask, this is my problem with our people. You know the way people the way people watch ball. Honestly, is
No, Mr. Shagun, don't forget that there are going to be views,
I know, but
divergent opinions.
sometimes
So
honestly, I mean,
I won't want you to counter them.
no,
They
no, I'm
may
not
also
countering
have
them.
reasons.
I'm
Yeah,
not countering them actually. I'm just missing the day of my days in Nigeria when we used to go and watch ball in viewing center. I
yeah,
remember there was a day one guy in Ilorin said Asu Ekoto is better than Ashiko. Asu Ekoto,
yeah,
a defender in Tottenham that time.
mm,
I think he's a Cameroonian. And
yeah.
somebody slapped him from the back. Bah, don't say that again. Don't say that again. You know what I mean?
I recognize you, Mr. Olawale. So I recognize you. Yeah.
So the way people say this, yes, Chalobah is better than Disasi. Presently, what you look at is one of the things the team check is the availability. Is this player going to be tenacious? Is he going to be available for us? You understand? Then
Mm,
like, the last thing I said is the anterior cruciate ligament rupture of Chalobah knee. He ruptured
mm.
his anterior cruciate ligament injury,
Oh, okay.
and that can be recalled. It can be there could be a recurrence of the same, and which could rule him out for some period of time during the run of the season because we have an estimated matches of 70 matches this season. So we
Okay.
need players. We need all of them to be fit. And you
Mm,
can see that the team is managing some existed injury in the team. Talking
mm.
of about Lavia. Lavia was not actually injured, but we have a new medical system now who can tell you that this healed injury should not play certain numbers of minutes in
Okay.
a week. This injury that has just been healed, manage it
Mm,
for 70 minutes. How are you going to manage it? It depends on the coach. He will play
yeah.
35 minutes. You can see that Jackson has not been playing 90 minutes. They removed
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are managing the ankle that just being healed. So what I'm saying is, I'm just trying to buttress the fact that if if we are to sell any defender in our lineup presently, it should be Badiashile.
Okay.
But they actually look very, very well unprepared. He doesn't look prepared at all. It should be
Yeah.
Badiashile. But if we are to choose Disasi or Chalobah, me personally will choose Disasi because I still know that Disasi is coming back to take that slot that Fofana is playing now. Fofana has an injury record too. A very, nagging injury that he's facing. Is healed, but it can still be recalled. Disasi doesn't have any injury record. All his matches last season, he played last season without even playing in preseason. His first match was Liverpool, and he scored in that match. And he played some matches. Some of his mistakes. Don't
Mm.
forget, Disasi was paired with a 30, I think 39 years, Thiago Silva. But
Yeah.
people, because of the love for Silva, they will not see the mistake Silva was making,
Yeah.
but they will identify the mistake of the young boy, because sometimes he run around to cover that mistake. And that is, if you look at our Carling Cup
But the
quarterfinal,
correction that Baba usually do, the
yeah,
correction
because of
is,
Baba do some gesture,
uh-huh.
as an old man, when you see them, the camera pick them a lot. That
Yeah.
look at this old man playing. Look, if you can remember the mistake he made against Newcastle, if you
Yeah.
remember, ag-
Yeah.
again Newcastle quarterfinal,
Mm.
Baba made a mistake, and instead of Badiashile to cover up, he just,
Mm.
if you can remember that match, Badiashile was just matching the way he matched in
Yeah.
preseason two. He matched. So for me, I will pick Disasi.
Mr. Alex, you are welcome. Mr. Alex, you are welcome.
I will pick
Yeah.
Disasi ahead of Chalobah. Like I said, let me now say for the last one,
All right.
the teams around England, they are where Chalobah is available. They are not going for Chalobah.
Okay.
Disasi has not been put on the market yet. Newcastle are identifying him, and some other teams, even in France, are identifying. Chalobah is still available. Nobody wants to buy. That is the truth. So we Chelsea fans believe that Chalobah is better than Disasi, which I
Okay.
understand. Thank
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Shegun. Mr. Alawales, you are welcome. Over to you. What will you say about this topic on the ground now?
Sir, are you hearing me, sir?
I'm hearing you clearly. I'm hearing you.
Uh, Good day wherever you are watching.
Yeah. Good day.
Thank God, finally, I have the opportunity to come live on this show today. I've been
You're welcome.
trying all my possible best to be here, so I'm very happy today.
You're
Sir,
welcome.
to me, I will not be beating around the bush. To me, Chalobah is better than Disasi. Though I will agree with Mr. Shegun on the fact that last season, I think Disasi rescued us when we needed him the most. No doubt about that. He was the only defender, I think, that played maybe almost, if I'm not mistaken, he played more than 30 games last season without resting. His first game was Liverpool, and he scored, which we put all our, like, we place all our hopes on him last season. But at the end of the day, he fumbled at some point when we think he's not supposed to do. So it happens. It happens in football. It happens. But based on their injury record,
Yeah.
according to Mr. Chegu, Disasi is better. But to me, I prefer Chalobah to stay. Though the player I will put up for sale at any point in time is Badiashile.
But actually,
Yes, is Badiashile.
yeah.
But the funniest part is the team is not even considering him at all for sale. So, and I understand the fact that we make some purchasing that are, I think, that are not necessary. I think the guy signing is I don't think we need in the time we signed him then. And based on the fact that we are left with limited left center backs, we only have him and Cowell as our left center backs. So I think maybe he's considering the fact that we are left with just those two center backs. So that is the reason why they are not considering him for sale. Then another point is Fofana. Fofana has been shaky.
Yeah.
Fofana has been shaky. I will like it if they consider Tosin. If they consider Tosin, they should try another Fofana. Like the Man City game, he has not been convincing. And
Yeah.
against Wolves as well, I watched the two goals we conceded. His positioning was poor. Fofana positioning was poor. So I think, though, because of consistency, the coach may not consider changing him now for another person. Maybe we'll be playing Tosin and Badiashile at our cup games. But for now, I think he should be considering that. He should take note of that Fofana is still shaky. Maybe it's because of his injury, because I watch him so much at Leicester. He is a very good defender, but that he has always been injury prone, even during his days at Leicester. So to me, maybe if we will lose, if we will at all lose a player at that center defense, I think it should be Badiashile. But considering the fact that we are not putting Badiashile up for sale, between Disasi and Chalobah, I will prefer Chalobah to stay.
All right.
Though
all right.
I will support him with prayers, because the fact is the guy is injury prone. That's just it.
Yeah.
That's just it.
Thank you, Mr. Olawale. Mr. Alex. Mr. Alex, are you there? Are you there, Mr. Alex? You are muted. Unmute yourself. You are muted. Unmute yourself. It's muted. Okay. Hello. All right.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. So, do you support the idea of we losing Disasi for Chalobah?
Good morning, everyone in the house.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, Dr. Benga, good morning. Mr. Shegun, is Mr. Shegun still available there?
Mr. Shegun is there. He's there.
Okay, and is Mr. Olawale, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good morning, everyone. The topic is, I think the main issue here, what we are talking about is the preference between Chalobah and Disasi.
Yeah.
That can as well, after sorting that out, that can as well take us to some other important aspects of our defense. But first and foremost, I'd like to talk about these two defenders individually. Over the time I've been following Dr. Benga's post about our defense and these particular defenders, the Disasi and Chalobah. We all know the situation about Chalobah. Is nearing Chelsea exit because of some consideration by the Chelsea management board. Probably maybe they are taking the coach opinion into consideration as well. But in my own opinion, like I've always commented on Dr. Benga's post. In my own opinion, and largely from the fans base, everyone is in support having Chalobah stay. Everyone is in support of having Chalobah to stay than having Disasi staying back in Chelsea. Just like Mr. Shegun said, I am happy that he was able to point that out, that last season that Disasi played over 30 games for Chelsea. And it is good as well to point to be able to see that it was the period when Chalobah was nursing injury, and it was a large part. I mean, a large part of the season when we are unable to have him available for the team selection. We also have to know this. Towards the end, when he was being called for service, we saw his contribution. We also saw his contribution, and that was what he pointed at. Maybe that was the reason many of Chelsea fans want him to stay back. Yes, because if and when Chalobah is fit, we all know his contribution, we all know how good the guy is on the pitch. You can position Chalobah to go even in the defensive midfield. He has been there. You can position him to go into the defensive midfield. You can play him as the right fullback, and you can bring him to the center defense as well. Now, because of his versatility, every Chelsea fan wants him. When Chalobah is fit, is even in 50% fitness, is a lot better than Disasi, who has been a disaster in Chelsea defense over the time has been with us. A lot of statistics has shown us that when you see Disasi, it's not about the power. It's about the skill and the brain, the mentality with which a player is playing. A Chalobah you have in the defense is better than the Disasi you have there. Even half fit of Chalobah, he plays out his heart when he's donning the blue jersey color. That is the truth. And for Chalobah for somebody to say Disasi is better than Chalobah, it is not that one. We can go on and on for a whole day and continue to argue that he was able to play more than Chalobah. Remember very well that Chalobah was sparingly used because of his fitness, because of the injury. He was sparingly used last season. He was not available for most part of last season. When he was fit, we saw his contribution towards the tail end of last season. And when you least expect that a player of the Disasi caliber, you're depending on him, you are relying on him, you find out that a very, very minute and silly mistake can cost us a game from his errors. Hardly you could see Chalobah making errors on the pitch that are leading to goals. Hardly. Yes, I am not saying he cannot. When it happened last season, that was when he was, I think in the first match when he came back from injury.
When he came back from injury, yes.
We can account that to lack of fitness.
Deflection. I guess it was deflection.
It was a deflection, yes. So I, like everyone says, from Mr. Mr. Oluwa.
Olawale.
No, not Mr. Olawale. Yes, Mr. Olawale says something that is very important, and that every one of us knows that could be the only reason why we are still having Badiashile in that club, not even in the team, not even considering him for selection in the first place. Why we are still having it in that team, in that club, is because we are left with without many options as a left-footer football defender. That is the reason. After Cole, I don't think we have, except with the new inclusion of Viega that we just have now. But I am not sure if we can drag a Viega to the center defense. I'm not sure. But because Badiashile is the only left footer that we're still having in that defense. That is the only reason we are considering it. Not even me. That could be the only reason the club or the management of that club is still considering him to remain in that team. The most woeful and the most disastrous experience I've ever had as a Chelsea fan, following the activities of this club over 20 years, is having that guy in my club, that Badiashile. That guy doesn't fit. He doesn't fit as a footballer. He doesn't fit as a footballer for any by all standard. By all standards, I was so mad.
You prefer Chalobah to stay, my brother?
Yes, Chalobah all the way. Yes, if you are saying, sorry, sir, on the last note, if the argument of Mr. Shegun is that clubs in England are not, they are aware Chalobah is free, but they are going for Disasi, it is because they look at how many times, even in the era of Lampard, how many times did you see Chalobah go on injury? It is because of competition that you hardly see Chalobah be on the pitch. It is because of competition, not because of injury. It is because of competition.
Okay.
We have Gusto. Yes, it's because of competition. So on a normal day, if Chalobah is fit, you see a man, a defender who plays out his heart, believing that club belongs to him and is ready to lead or to put his life on the line for that club. Forget about Disasi. The guy is too heavy. He's too heavy on the ground, on the pitch to run. And what do you call it? His calculation is always very, very wrong. His calculation is always very, very wrong, and it contributes a lot to his output on the pitch, making his errors most time costing us a lot in games we play in, week out. For me, Chalobah can stay while Disasi can be given the opportunity to look for another club. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Alex. Thank you, Mr. Alex. I will come back to you, Mr. Olawale. Mr. Emmanuel is here and he has not spoken. I will call you, Mr. Olawale, after Mr. Emmanuel speaks. Over to you, Mr. Emmanuel. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. As you can see, I am driving this morning. Yeah. And I just decided to park now so that I can talk properly. I mean, this debate for me, fellow panelists, I don't think it's necessary to be having this conversation. We've seen Chalobah for over a long time, and we've seen Disasi for at least 1.5 seasons or 2 seasons now, if I'm correct.
Okay.
And I mean, someone talked about statistics. I'm not a strong believer in just looking at statistics because there's more to football than just statistics. In summary, Chalobah is a preferred person for me for many good reasons. It's Chelsea through and through. And as far as I'm concerned, football-wise, Chalobah is better. The formation Enzo Maresca wants to play suits Chalobah more. And that's something none of the panelists have spoken about, if I'm correct. You are quite right to correct me if somebody had mentioned this, because I joined you later on.
The line of Mr. Emmanuel is breaking there.
Maresca wants to play. For me, it's Chalobah. We saw glimpse of it in the few games they played yesterday. We saw the goal assist he had. For me, that shows that he will suit Enzo Maresca's game. Primarily because he had played as a midfielder as a young man as well. So his ball passing ability, his ability to bring out the ball out of defense, suits Chalobah very well. So I really struggle to understand why Maresca, and this is a question fans should ask him, why would you choose this guy, Disasi over Chalobah, or Babachil over Chalobah? Because we know Chalobah has played on this left side of the central defense when he paired with the Brazilian guy, Silva, right? So we know that. And he's also played the right side. So, but if you look at it, he can play both the right and the left side, though he's not left-footed. He's not primarily left-footed. He's more right-footed than this stuff. So I think he'll be more suited to that right side of the defense with Tosin before I would choose this guy. I would even choose Chalobah before Fofana. I'm not kidding you guys. And I've said it. If he doesn't go for Tosin, he should go for Chalobah. Chalobah will be my first choice before Tosin, in fact. Without a doubt, because of his ball playing abilities, for his ability to do those long passes into the left third. His statistics are there, even though I'm not such a strong stuff. The only negative, in order to balance my conversation with you guys, with Chalobah, is the aggression is not that there, which is the only thing Disasi has over him. the aggressive side. But I would take all the others that Chalobah has with that little aggression he doesn't have, that he can grow into with time. I'm sure he can definitely bring that aggression side to his game. For me, Chalobah before Disasi, before Tosi, before Fufana. That's my own opinion. I'm taking it on a higher debate. It's not just Disasi, but I want to see what is there right now in that team. Chalobah will do better than them. We've seen throughout the preseason game, I have not seen one of those central defenders give me a defense splitting pass from the defensive line to put our attacking wingers or central defender, like what we saw the goalkeeper do yesterday, Robert do yesterday against Wolves. Ball straight on Sunday, sorry, against Wolves. Ball straight from defense into the attacking line. That is what I would like to see from our defensive half. Sometimes we need to bypass the midfield. Chalobah is the only person who can do that. He's the only person who can do that with the repertoire of defenders he has now. If my analysis is wrong, I would like to hear co-panelists tell me it is wrong. So I will challenge Maresca to explain to us fans why Chalobah is not in that team before any of the other right players is chosen. He's got the height, he's got the physique. If Chalobah was not that good, foreign clubs would not have come in for him much earlier. I don't like this debate about English club. It doesn't have to be English club that should come for him. Foreign clubs had come for him long time. AC Milan came when Tuchel went to Bayern. Tuchel wanted to buy him. We did not let him go. We did not let him go. I'm sure I would not be surprised if Real Madrid or Barcelona comes for him. I wouldn't be surprised because he's that kind of player. He's that kind of player that really helps the attacking line to play football. And he has that ability because he's a midfielder. So for me, he should play more that central role. And he's a leader as well. He led our youth team in Chelsea to win so many trophies. So I do not see why. I don't know why people are not asking Enzo Maresca this question. Why has he left Chalobah in the, is it the black, what do they call them again? The black spot or whatever they call the players is left behind. Why he has left him behind? Because I really need answers and we fans need answers. He should explain why he has. Because I personally think he will suit that formation he tries to play. Because he can drift into the right back position very comfortably, which is something this guy has never done. Every time he goes forward, like someone said, it's calculation. I like to use the right terminology. His reading of the game rather than calculation. His reading of the game is very, very poor. He bumps forward when he's not supposed to bump forward. And when you see whether he plays right back, whether he plays central right back, it's center back on the right side of center back. Wrong. So for me, I think Chalobah understands that much better. Chalobah can come into the midfield, and Chalobah can even play right back as well. And he can play that inverted right back if he wants him to, because he can trade those passes from the middle to put the wingers or the strikers into goal scoring position. So I'm still mad. I still can't understand it. And the so-called journalists at press conference are not asking Maresca to explain these things. They should bring in footage of what Chalobah has done over the years and say, please, can you explain to us how this guy is not in your team? How you think he's not going to fit your formation? Because we fans think he will definitely fit and he should be given the opportunity. Thomas Tuchel came. Thomas Tuchel did not want to give him opportunity. There were lots of managers who didn't want to give him opportunity, but peradventure, the God's grace was over him. When he got the opportunity, he cemented it. Even last season, Pochettino didn't want to give him opportunity. They all said he's not good enough. But when he had the chance, apart from like one of you guys said, in the first game he scored an own goal as a result of deflection. Deflection can happen to anybody. And that was when he just started. So I think he should be in that team.
All right. Yeah. Mr. Mana, you prefer Chalobah to stay to Disasi going? Is that what I'm getting from you?
I mean, I would go a step further, Dr. Benga. I said
Yeah.
I would prefer him to Fofana that is starting. I would prefer him to Tosin. No, I've been on this panel for a few months now. I like to be
Yes.
very factual with my findings. I don't like to go with the flow of people. Why am I talking Chalobah with Disasi? It's better than Disasi. It's better than Fofana that is playing. It's far
Yeah.
better than Fofana. I saw the mistake Fofana did against Wolf. He's doing taekwondo. You know, they're telling you put your body in front of ball, you're doing taekwondo. And one thing I have not said, guys, Chalobah will score us goals, whether with the head, whether we shot from outside the box. He will score us goals as well, easily. And I bet 1 in 5 to 10 games, Chalobah will score 1 goal. I can bet my car on it. I can put my car in thousands of pounds on it. 1 in 10 goals, Chalobah will score. We haven't seen any of our centre backs scoring. We didn't see them scoring in preseason, and I don't see any of them scoring, to be honest. Sometimes we need to take the pressure off our forward players.
All
By
right,
our centre
Mr.
back and
Manuel.
midfielder scoring.
In order for people to do other people speakers to
I give you
speak,
the table. I give you the table,
I've
guys.
gotten your point. Let me just say this before I call on I think Mr. Olawale, because Mr. Alex also want to talk. I will call on you later. I will call on you. I want to address something, and I want to address Mr. Mohammed Ibrahim Inye from Liberia. I thank you for loving my program, and I thank you for loving everything I do. Honestly, this page is not about Nigeria. You know, I'm responding to your comment where you said, I'm from Liberia, I want to join the show live. I think you have followers across the Africa and the world at large, and as such, opinion or views of your followers should not be Nigeria. Or I don't think the opinions of people talking of Nigeria. That we have people from Sierra Leone, we have people from Ghana, we have people from Zambia who have participated in my book. So I'm not, please, my brother, I'm not Nigeria centric, please. I'm not. Anyone can participate in this program. So that's just it. I want to just clarify that. Mr. Lawale, can you in 1 minute say what you want to say? So I will call you Mr. Mohammed, and I recognize Mr. Tronco, I recognize Mr. Wilson. And Mr.
Yeah, good
Alex, I
morning.
will come back to you. Yeah, good morning. Over to you, Mr. Lawale.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah.
The only point I just want to buttress my point a little bit, sir.
Okay.
Number one, the Overson have been given some opportunities, and he has always been good with the opportunity. Number one, he is a Coban through and through.
Correct.
We don't have to look all our Coban products in one season. For God's sake, no. He is a Coban through and through. That's number one. Number two is the fastest central defender that we have. He is the fastest central defender. Though Fofana was once a fast defender, but due to his injuries, I think the guy is something else. The guy is becoming something else. We don't need to lose Chalobah. For God's sake, the guy loves the team so well. He loves Chelsea. Despite the fact that they maltreated him, he's still a Coban product, and he still loves the team.
All right.
So I think we need to retain the guy. We need to retain him.
Thank you, Mr. Olawale. Mr. Alex, could you please 1 minute say, because I could see you wanted to say something. Mr. Alex.
Yeah, that's very good.
Can you hear me?
All right. I can hear you.
Okay. I just want to, in summary, you made a post when Thiago Silva was leaving, and during the preseason, I think shortly before the preseason commenced, you made a post, and under the post, I made a comment. I said, looking at the list of defenders that we have, currently, I said, if Chalobah should be allowed to leave, we are pushing out the best defender after Thiago Silva in Chelsea. That is just the truth. We are pushing out the best defender that Chelsea can have in this season. We are pushing him out after Thiago Silva. And that is why we are having these calamities in our defense as we speak now. That is the truth. Thank you very much.
All right. Mr. Shegun, I will come back because you have spoken. Mr. Wilson, the proper chairs, over to you.
Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Mr. Mohammed, get ready. You are the next.
For me, I think yes, we have to let Chalobah go. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's not good or Disasi, he is better than Disasi or any other person. If not by choice, it's not by who is better than who. I think I will say let Badiashile go and Chalobah stay, or let Disasi go and Chalobah stay. But I think the owners need transfer that will give them a lot of money. If they say Disasi or Badiashile, they will not profit it. They will not have any profit from selling Disasi or and Badiashile. But if they sell Chalobah, even if now £1 or £1, that is the interest. And when Chelsea have a lot of players and we have a lot of things to do because we have to balance our book. And by doing that, we have to let our home ground players leave. You could see Manchester United too are suffering from the same fate. That is why you could see in that midfield, for me, I'm not a Man U fan, but if you see in that midfield, there are many players that this guy, McTominay, is better than them. But they just want to let that guy go because is anything they sell him is interest from them. Because they didn't buy him with anything, they didn't buy him with £5 or anything, any amount. You understand? So they have to let somebody who, if you say this one, you are going to balance your, but you are going to have interest. You have like last year we sold Mason Mount. It was a huge profit from Chelsea, and this season this guy gone to Atletico Madrid, Conor Gallagher, and now travel Chalobah. So for me, if not bad in the angle, if I'm looking in the angle of balancing our book, I think it's Chalobah. Yes, it pains me because he loves Chelsea. He is a good defender. He know how to defend. Some few years back, that guy had one start. He played like almost 50 games. Any game Chalobah start, we didn't lose that game. Either draw or we win. Until it was, I think it was a season before last one that they break that record. So for me, in terms of who is good, who is better than who, I think Chalobah is better than Disasi. But in terms of making profit as the owners want, I think Chalobah has to go. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson. Of course, all opinions are welcome. I want to call on
Can I say something, Doctor? So my good friend is saying that because of monetary gains, right? The football aspect should be thrown away. Is that what I want to understand, my good friend? That's the summary of what I just heard him say.
Is that what you are saying, Mr. Wilson?
I didn't get him.
Okay, I said, repeat. Mr. Wilson, your judgment of why Chalobah should go is because of the monetary gains to the football club over the football stuff reason. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. You know, we have owners who are from America, and you know America. I'm sorry to say, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to insult anybody.
The question, Mr. Wilson. Let's make it straight. Yes or no? I'm acting like a judge now.
Yes.
Putting you on that person.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
All right. You know why I have a problem from that angle. This is the problem.
No.
Your product as a football club is players, right? You cannot judge the quality of your product. You cannot judge the quality of your product if those players are not playing. So the reason why people are not even wanting to buy Chalobah now is because we've sent out the wrong signal to the clubs that he's not good enough for our first team.
1 minute, Mr. Emmanuel.
I disagree with that, Mr.
So no. Just 1 minute, doctor. Just 1 minute, doctor. Because I like listening to people and I give them chance to talk. And if I have a point for them to try and reason, we are all adults. We are matured people. Let's try and reason things. A football club sells players, and the players are the product. Yes. If somebody comes and sell a product to you that you yourself you are judged not to be a good product, who's going to buy it? So the so-called American owners, they don't get brain. I get very passionate because I want you to give me justifiable reason. You can't just say, oh, it's for profit. You're going to balance the book, but you are not even marketing your product properly. The best way to market him and sell him, if I thought that's the decision you want for business reason, you got to let him play. And I bet you once the manager sees him playing, he's not going to want to sell him. That was the problem they had before.
Can I ask Mr. Emmanuel a question, please?
Go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
I am partially supporting what Mr. Wilson said regarding the finances. And you know, the issue is that we are not physically involved in Chelsea. We are mostly virtually involved. It is what we read from the media and what we see, per se, is what we are judging on. You understand? I know
Mr. Chegun, you are not getting my point. Mr. Chegun, that means you did not listen to what I just said.
Mr. Chegun, what is the
question? To sell him, even if you want to sell him,
let me ask you a question, Mr.
The best place to sell him is to play him.
During the first season of Abramovich, who among the players was our academy product that we used in that season, apart from John Terry that has been promoted for 3 or 4 years before that season?
Because the business model Abramovich had was to bring in players. That was his business model. And if you follow Mike Emenalo, who happens to be a friend of mine, right? He had a conversation with Abramovich that this model is not going to be sustainable for Chelsea. We need to go and develop our academy to a world-class one. And that was when Mike Emenalo was charged with developing our academy. Mike is a friend of mine. And that's what has given Mike the job he has now with the current Saudi league.
Academy, if it is by who is better, is different. If it is by academy or no academy, should not be the reason we should retain certain.
It should not be the reason.
Farmer is a product of an academy of a particular place. He came to Chelsea. Yes. We all love him. We have some other players too that came from other academy. Even I'm not very sure.
I agree with you, Shegun. My own take is this: do not bring players into Chelsea Football Club that are not better than what we have. That should be what every fan should be concerned about.
I get what you're saying.
That should be our priority. So if you go and bring a Disasi that's not better than Chalobah, if you go and bring a Fofana that's not better than Chalobah, that's no value for money.
How do you rate Disasi is not better than Chalobah?
I have explained it.
Apart from injury, I don't think Fofana is a bad player.
We should all be giving time to speak.
Doctor, I want to say something because I
want to say something as well.
I'm working from home.
No.
I want to
Sanga, wait small. Let me talk.
30 seconds, Mr. Jagun.
Okay. Now, if you look at injury record of both players,
because I'm just listening.
Mr. Trocon, I will call you.
They will call you, sir.
He has 30 seconds.
let him talk. I don't want to rush because I have a point to make. When
okay.
Turn, I will say everything.
Then, Mr. Mohammed, over to you, Mr. Mohammed.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Mr. Mohammed is from Liberia. From Liberia too.
We all saw your wife in the background.
We saw your wife. We saw your
wife. Yeah, she's going to work. I'll also be joining her, but I'll do my time. Okay. Thank you so much for having me. Mohammed from Liberia, Monrovia. And thanks for the show, Mr. Dr. Bengba. With regard to Chalobah and Disasi.
Yeah.
Chelsea as a football club over the time past, they have been making a whole lot of errors, mistakes with regard to their homegrown players. And we saw it similar situation happening with Kevin De Bruyne, and which Chelsea fans will ever live to regret. And even though Mohamed Salah, the case of Mohamed Salah, we did not, train Mohamed Salah from homegrown, but then we bought Salah, immensely started to contribute. But then at the end of the day, Chelsea had to sell, Mohamed Salah. And we have been constant habit of making mistakes on selling players who are very much important to our squad just because we have seen new faces. So on the issue of Chalobah and Disasi, I think Disasi is now worth being a Chelsea player with the current squad that we're trying to build because he is slow. He doesn't have that ability when it comes to error duel to tackle strikers. But in the case of Chalobah is very good. Chalobah has speed. Chalobah, know how to tackle. But then there is these things, Doctor. I don't know what Mr. Wilson was saying.
Okay.
When it comes to monetization of the club and making decision on as to whether Chalobah should stay. If you look at it from the monetary aspect of it, Chelsea would like to sell Chalobah to maximize profit. We respect to the current owners, what they have in mind. But then if you come to the performance, I think Chalobah worth staying than Disasi. That's what I have to say.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Mohammed. Mr. Obed, over to you.
Thank you very much, sir. I'm from Nigeria, Kogi State precisely.
All right.
Well, if you ask me, all these points we are making here, if you look at it, somehow is good. But we should also consider the coach as well. So far, for the past 3 seasons, we've signed quite numbers of coaches who did not end up well in the team. So, like, let me use the case of Wan-Bissaka in Manchester United as a reference to this. Wan-Bissaka is a very good player, but Ten Hag informed some of the board and then the team that does not suit his own pattern of play. If you ask me about Disasi and Chalobah, they are good. They are good. But in terms of pattern to what Enzo Maresca has, I don't think they can fit into that team. Any of them does not fit into that man's style of play because if you observe carefully, this man is busy trimming down the numbers of players in the squad who we should also consider. Chalobah, Disasi, if you look at these two individuals, somehow the little difference they have is their speed. But in terms of defensive idea, I think they are all one. So I don't think they are players that can fit into Maresca's team because every Chelsea fan at the start of this season were all surprised to see the likes of Gallagher leaving the team. So when a team is rebuilding, we all know that yes, there are some risks that the teams will take, which will not favor us at fans. But all this is a process that at the end we are expecting that a good result or a good team will come out of it. So if you check the last match that we played, the first half was somehow, but after that first match, I believe after some serious talk with the team and whatsoever, when the team came back, we saw a little bit of balance in the team. So for now, I don't think Disasi or Chalobah is more of importance to the Chelsea team as all of us are trying to like who should go or who should stay.
Apparently, there is an update to that effect. That okay, for Chalobah to stay, and of course it's out there now. That for Chalobah to stay, then we have to sacrifice Disasi. So that's the reason.
If you ask me, I will go for Disasi. If you ask me, I will go for Disasi.
Why, Mr. Obed? Why, Mr. Obed?
Yeah.
Why?
I'll go for Disasi because of the contract, and I feel in terms of physical aspect, Disasi is more of a threat to attackers than Chalobah to me. If you give Chalobah time, he will adapt. Well, if you give Disasi time, he will adapt. He will even do better than Chalobah. If you check last season when Chelsea played against Man City, when there was no Thiago Silva, I believe Pochettino paired Cowell and Disasi, and I believe they played fine. So some of these players that we are looking at is because of the positions the coaches are playing them that they are having problems with, not really their performance on the field. Yes.
All right. So you prefer Disasi to Chalobah, Mr.
Yes,
Obed?
I prefer Disasi. I
All right.
prefer Disasi.
Thank you so much.
Because we'll use Chalobah to cash out more. We can use Chalobah to cash out. Is our academic product, and also cashing out on Chalobah is also part of the plan we are trying to build in the team now.
Okay, so even though we know that
Okay.
Chalobah is better,
Thank you.
is better than
Thank you, Ben.
Disasi.
Yes,
So
yes.
for cashing out, we should sacrifice Chalobah.
We should sacrifice Chalobah.
I'm just asking.
I'm not trying to be sentimental
No.
here, but at this point now in Chelsea, anybody that will give us a good stand in the team should go. Because if you check the team now, we have good future talents that if you give them time with what Enzo Maresca is doing, we'll have a stronger team to compete for the league next season. Because if you look at the press conference he had last, he told us that there's no pressure on him to win the Premier League and then to make top four of the English Premier League, which means him as a coach, he has what it takes to stay and rebuild for next season. Well, if everything works out fine for him as a coach, well, we'll take that. But for now, give the coach chance. Whatsoever he wants, so be it.
All right,
Yes.
I agree with that. I agree with your last statement. All right,
yes.
Mr. Obed, I agree that coach also should factor in this discussion, and he knows what he wants.
Okay, doctor.
He knows who is going to fit in his own.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Obed. Over to you, Mr. Trokon.
Doctor.
Over to you, Mr. Trokon. Mr.
Good
Trokon is
morning.
from Sierra Leone. I think in Liberia or Sierra Leone.
Good morning.
Are you from Sierra Leone, Mr. Trokon?
No, I'm from Liberia.
Okay, Liberia. Over to you.
Liberia.
All right. Over to you.
Okay, good. Okay. The point.
The line is breaking, Mr. Trokon. Oh God. The line is breaking. All right. Mr. Shagun, over to you.
Okay, I am always a controversial person, like people say. If 80% of people say yes, sometimes I look at it critically that why are these people saying yes? Then I will say no, and I will back it up. You see, Disasi and Chalobah. Somebody is talking about. Okay, let me first make reference to someone that said the coach said he's not meant to win the league this season. That is how they always say. Till they will win
Guardiola does. We all know Guardiola.
They will not tell you, I am here to win the league. Nobody say that. He has it in his mind that I want to win the league and I will win it.
Yes.
That man may be saying 20% of what is inside him. Don't think he's talkative. Some people said he's talkative. He's not. Let's forget about that one for now. But talking about money too, we shouldn't forget that we can be deducted some points if we are not financially stable.
Yeah. Thank you.
And there are some atrocities that Roman Abramovich have made financially that is still in court. And there is a probability that when they judge, they can say Chelsea will be deducted 10 points at the end of the day. This present owner now, they are just preventing and making sure that all loopholes are closed and to avoid any bad outcome in litigation process. So we shouldn't be saying money is nothing when they said, okay, we want to make profit. There are some good players that you have to sell to sustain the presence of your club.
Thank you.
Do you understand what I'm saying? It has happened before in some teams. It has happened. Even this guy that we have now, what's his name? João Felix. It's not that Barcelona doesn't like to keep João Felix, but they don't have money. Same thing with Gundogan. Are you telling me those guys are not good to stay in Barcelona?
Hey, come in.
Please. Doctor, but I can mute him, Mike.
Please, I will join back, please. I have visitors.
Okay. Now, like I'm saying, me personally, you see, it's not even because of the profit. We know we want Osimhen, we want big players to come, we want to pay their salary. They have to cut and balance the salary scales, and you have to financially make the team to be stable. If you look at uh Trevor's injury record, do you know that Disasi for 4 years played without any injury? If you go and check his injury record, he got his first ever injury in Chelsea last season, and that was as a result of the kind of the way he was playing. Because that guy, there was a time that he will play on Sunday, he will play on Wednesday, he will play on Sunday, he will play on Wednesday, he will play on Sunday. That's how he was been playing every game. But our fans, the way we see, like, Chalobah was playing, we never lose. I told somebody that it is not only about Chalobah. Doctor, let me remind you something. Do you know that any match that Madueke, Palmer, Jackson, and Modric start, we don't lose? If you go and check it since last season.
Doctor, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Somebody is talking. No.
Okay, all right, good. So, thank you so much, Songa. The issue I was trying to make a point, but my network was bad from my end. The issue about defender right now is not about who can play, but we're looking at the experience. When it comes to defender, we're looking at the experience. And
I mean, how you come here?
not bad, brother. I'm okay, brother. We are probably looking at the experience when it comes to defender. And when it comes to Chalobah got more experience than the other guy we're trying to talk about, because I heard people talking about we should get Chalobah. I know Chelsea do not want to meet up with the FFP because it will be a bad thing for us. We'll meet up with that FFP, it will be a bad thing for us. So the coach need to understand that Chalobah been playing with the team. From the academy day, he been playing with the team. Chalobah even played Champions League for Chelsea as well. So he have more experience than the other guy we're talking about here. Disasi, he have more experience. So, and then in defense, Chalobah got a good high, Chalobah got a good attacking. So I don't think why everybody want for Chalobah to do is that let's give Chalobah more chance. Give the time. Let him go to giving back, week
The
and
internet
make more
connection.
like most of the time too much.
We still lost Mr. Trocon again. Mr. Shegun, sorry that there was a kind of
No, I have more stable network than him. So whenever his network is back, he can just talk away.
Okay. All right, over to you. Finish what you were saying. Mr. Lawale, do you want to talk?
I was just trying
I
to.
have something to say, my doctors, when the rest are finished.
I will call you after
Yeah.
Mr. Shegun.
Okay, so you see, I'm just trying to juxtapose the fitness of both Chalobah and Disasi. I will never want to lose a fit player for somebody that can still go on fit for games. I know nobody can predict that. But if you are looking at the fitness, I said before that Chalobah had anterior cruciate ligament injury. It's a very dangerous injury. It's a very, very dangerous. It affects the thigh, it affects the femur. If I know what I'm saying. What am I saying? Yeah, the femur, it affects some medical
you are a physiologist, so you know better.
So if you look at 2023-2024 season, he missed 162 days in the hospital. He was in the hospital and he missed 26 games. There is a flag on that. And if you ask me, if the same thing, what I'm doing now is what Newcastle medical team will go and check. It is what Crystal Palace team will go and check. They might say, okay, let us bring him. We can still manage this injury. He will be playing certain play, but we are going to go for him very cheap. It is not because it is from our academy that people are not buying. We sold Mason Mount for £65 million. If you ask me why did Man U pay 65 million, it is Mason Mount has a very good injury record. it will increase its value, whether you like it or not. If you put Disasi and Chalobah in market, I'm telling you, people will line up to buy Disasi more than Chalobah. And people are saying it's faster, it's faster. Don't judge Disasi yet. That is his first season. He has never played any preseason. Let us be mindful when we are judging this player. Let's be taking it easy with them. Let's be calming down on them. They are not bad. The way we always quickly judge new player is not good for Chelsea. Honestly speaking, if by judgment we want to go by the way, look at Cucurella. Look at how people wanted us to sell Cucurella last season. Cucurella has not settled down, despite the fact that Cucurella played 2 seasons before in Brighton, and that is Premiership. Disasi is very, very new to that league, and he has not even played any preseason. Look at his first match against Saturday. That is his first match ever this season and last season. He has been off. Not that he had any physically affected or physical injury like that, but they have to rest him because of a possible overloaded. I think it's if you check the website now, I think it's overload or something. That's what they write there. I am not saying they should sell. They should keep both Disasi and Chalobah. You get what I'm saying? They should keep both Disasi and Chalobah. By the virtue of performance, Badiashile should be the first. And Badiashile doesn't have anything to do with Chelsea. Badiashile has been in Chelsea since January 2023, and he has not even convinced anybody yet. That's the truth. He went on one injury. He was playing well before, but he had an injury. And when he had the injury, then he came back. He has not been okay since that time.
Yeah.
If you check it properly, Badiashile, Modric, and Madueke and Enzo and Felix all came in January 2023. They all came together, if you remember, sir. We bought a lot of players that time. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Mr. Emmanuel, are you there?
Yes, I am here. And
all right. Over to you.
I like to listen to what people say. Once I have my time, I say what I need to say. And I like to take people on their point. Mr. Shegun has just given the point of injury, right? And I'm glad he said something, because to be fair to him, I always give people credit when they say things that I can connect with. He said you can never predict an injury. And he did give a very good analysis of Chalobah's injury, ACL. ACL is the worst injury any athlete, not just footballers, can ever have, because it destroys careers. And psychologically, mentally, emotionally, everyhow, not a lot of athletes come back the same after it. The 160-something days he said Chalobah missed was as a result of the ACL injury. It takes time. Our Tammy Abraham, right, is just recovered from it. Sometimes players never get that form back that they had before the injury. But Chalobah has been able to mentally show that he's gotten back his form. All he needs now is a consistent run of games to get him back into where he was before. So, taking Mr. Shegun's point that, Disasi for 4 years did not have an injury. Why would Disasi have injury with the way he plays football? Come on, guys. Let's be honest. Somebody has said it. Disasi does not have speed. He does not recover properly. He cannot do sliding tackle. He's very slow. Guys like that don't get injury for goddamn sake, guys. Come on, let's be real. We want somebody who's going to fight for that club. And we don't care as Chelsea Football Club. If you fight for our club, you get injury at that point. We don't mind. We know your injury is proven. But when you're not fighting, why would you get injury? Because you're trying to play safe. I don't want a player who wants to play safe. I want a player who will leave everything on the pitch for us as a fan. I'm really surprised Mr. Shegun is saying what he's saying. What I want to see is players who will give all their whole heart for the club, not players who are playing safe. Disasi has been playing safe. I haven't seen any talent. Fans are not giving players enough time. Come on. It's either you have it or you don't have it. You can't give what you don't have. If I have not seen it in Modric in 18 months, what's going to guarantee me in another 2-3 years that is there? I'm going to see it. Come on, guys. Football is ability. If you don't have the ability, you cannot give what you don't have. I have not seen enough in Disasi in the games he's played to assure me. Just the same way I said I have not seen enough in Baba Shields in the game he's played. Look at this guy has not played enough games. Vega has not played enough. Renato has not played so much games. But as a fan, I can see that he has something to offer. So I would agitate that they should give him more opportunity as a fan. We don't need somebody to stay 18 years with the club before we know whether he's good enough or he's not good enough. Renato only came for 10 minutes in the last game, and we can see statistics in that 10 minutes that he was involved in. And no Chelsea fan would tell me that they didn't see something in that 10 minutes to give them hope that, yes, we have indeed signed a good player. If we cannot see that in Disasi that's been here for us for a whole season, and we are still saying give more time, the same way we talked about Modric, give more time. Those are the players we should be selling for financial fair play reasons, for business reasons. We don't sell our best players for business reasons. We sell the bad ones for business reasons. Then we bring the money so that we can balance our books. Because we want, Chelsea is a culture, Chelsea has a footballing culture, we are winners. For the last 2-3 years, fans have been dejected, they've been depressed because that winning mentality has suddenly disappeared. And someone is telling me I should be giving player more time. Now you go to help me deal with the high blood pressure why they get for 90 minutes, I'll be 100 minutes. Helping you now. Come on, Mr. Shegun, let's be real. Me, I always say on this platform, I believe in facts and reality, bringing facts and realism together. That is what I come to share with fellow fans. I don't do sentiment here, because sentiment no they get us anywhere. That's all I've got to say, Dr. Benga.
Okay. All right, Mr.
Emmanuel, be calming down now.
Thank you. Mr. Wilson, go for it.
Okay. You see, bros, please take a minute.
Chelsea, before you go forward, sorry, just you can see that I have to leave where I'm working actually. You know what? If by saying if you come you don't work well, we have different DNA. Deoxyribonucleic acid. Everybody, we have different DNA. There are some people that are fast. Once they get to somewhere, they start playing. Look at Felix. As he come, nothing, no time. He has started scoring. They have quick adaptation. If it is if you come, you don't play well, I will send you away. Then Drogba should not be our legend. That's the truth. Because when Drogba came, he was playing rubbish. And at the end of the day,
Mr. Shegun,
yes,
we
sir.
need to see something for them to end that time. This is the point I'm making. I have seen something in Vega now that I can say, let's give him more time. Do you understand? But these guys were saying, we are not seeing sufficient enough for them to end that time. That's the point I'm making.
Was it terrible, sir? Was it terrible?
See, there is something we sometimes sometimes.
All right, Mr.
Wilson. Sometimes they say a good defense comes from attack. If you attack well, you will see that everybody is working perfectly. That doesn't mean Manchester City doesn't have bad players. Yes, they have, but because the whole team is working perfectly, from the coach, from the staff room, from everybody, even the fans, everybody is working tirelessly because they are achieving the success right now. Not that if you put me one-on-one, like, okay, let me put you on the spot. If they give you a fit Reece James and a fit Kyle Walker, who are you going for? Many, not because of Chelsea fans, but in fact, thousands of fans will go for Reece James. That doesn't mean Kyle Walker is not good. Sometimes, because of the teamwork, that is why it's 11 players formation, because you don't have to put pressure on somebody. You don't have to put pressure on one person. Yes, I don't want to put pressure on Disasi or Chalobah, but if the whole team work, you will see that our defense is working perfectly. Yes, you have to consider. That is why the coach say he liked what Madueke did last week, not because of the hat trick, but the way he defended last. So it was towards end of the game. He came from attack, come and do a tackle in the back, from the back line. That is how sometimes it works. If attack is doing perfectly well, I think everybody will enjoy football. If we are winning our games if we are winning our games every time, like our strikers are scoring goals every time as we expect them to score. I think nobody will complain about our defense. If our defenders too are defending the one goal our strikers score, nobody will criticize Jackson or Kopama or Madwick or Modric. So I think this thing sometimes is teamwork. If the team join hand together and work perfectly, you will not know the error of somebody. When N'Golo Kante was in Chelsea, I think he covered for a lot of people. Even in our defense, even in our midfield, attacking midfield, maybe it was only strikers that he was not doing their job. But from the attacking midfield down to goalkeeper, N'Golo Kante was serving them. N'Golo Kante was serving their asses. That is the type of player we need in Chelsea. And when Caicedo was at Brighton, I saw that in Caicedo. Maybe the pressure at Chelsea is too much for him not to do those dirty work N'Golo Kante was doing that make Chelsea successful that time. If Caicedo started doing all those dirty jobs that N'Golo Kante was doing, nobody will know the error of Disasi, nobody will know the error of Chalobah, nobody will know the error of Robert Sanchez. Because N'Golo Kante doesn't allow all those counter-attack to come and attack the defense. When midfield weak, attackers suffer. When midfield weak, defenders suffer. When defenders weak, goalkeepers suffer it a lot. So sometimes it's a teamwork. If the strikers do their job, you will see that nobody will come to attack you because the strikers hold them. If you see when Madrid are playing Man City, you will see that Rudiger doesn't cross center line because Haaland will kill him. You understand? So Haaland do a lot of job that sometimes defender used to do, because if Haaland keep Rudiger quiet, Rudiger will never attack Man City. If we have striker we have Jackson that can take somebody, can keep somebody like Man City defenders quiet, you will see none of the defender, none of the right wing or back wing or left or right will attack Chelsea. Sometimes good defending come from attacking. Good goalkeeping come from the midfield and the defenders too. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson. Thank you, Mr. Wilson. Mr. Olawale, are you there? At least I could see your hand, but if you are not there, Mr. Emmanuel, do you want to respond to what Mr. Wilson said?
Yes, I do want to respond to what Mr. Wilson said, and I totally agree with Mr. Wilson. I totally agree with Mr. Wilson what he said about when the attack is playing well, the defenders rise to the occasion. And I think I have said it before on this platform as well. Sometimes it's what it takes. But that concept you've just said, Mr. Wilson, it shields the true abilities of players. What makes great defense is when you stand up when your team is not performing well. That's what makes, and I'm sure you would agree with me. It's not when your team is playing well, that's when you become great defenders. No. What makes up a great defense is when you stand up against all odds. You have all the bazooka, the nuclear bomb being thrown at you from the opposition, but your team and your defense and your goalkeeper say, no, you're not penetrating us, irrespective of what. For me, that's what makes a great defense. I don't know about you as a fan. So it shouldn't take our attackers to be playing well for our defense to rise up. At that time, we are blocked from seeing their real ability. Like the game we had on Sunday, we scored 6, conceded 2. Sometimes people will get carried away. Should we ignore those 2 games, those 2 goals we conceded? We did not go and analyze it and see what went wrong. Because sometimes might come, you might not get 6 goals. You might only get 1 goal. Where's your defense to stand up for you? So that 1 goal will be sufficient. And like Jose Mourinho says, and most great managers will say, a winning team is built on a strong defense. Without the defense, you don't win championship. You don't win cups. You don't win leagues. So for me, the basis of football should start from defending first, then the goals comes with it. So as far as I'm concerned, Mr. Wilson, I cannot see any ability if my attackers have to score 10 goals before we win a football match. That's not necessary. Then the days all the goals will dry up. We stop winning football match. Jose Mourinho if you look at the kind of defenders Jose Mourinho had, in his time, if you look at the world best defenders then, most of Chelsea players will not be rated as the best defenders. But Jose had a way of making them defend their life, as if their life depended on it, even if it was one goal. We can be rest assured that if we score one goal, we are okay. God help you if we score first. I'd rather have that team that wins with one goal than a team that would have to win with 6-4, 5-4, 4-3, 2-1. I'd rather have a team that wins with one goal, because that's what will give me assurance to know that, yes, once we score, we're good with one goal. That's what I've got to say, Mr. Shegun, in response to Mr. Wilson.
Thank you, Mr. Emmanuel. Thank you for every time. Mr. Sport Talk Arena, you are welcome. And I know it's morning there, over there in morning, afternoon in Belarus. All right. We have been
Guys, I have to excuse myself, right? You guys, I have to excuse myself.
Okay, no worries. Thank you, Mr. Emmanuel. We have been discussing about Disasi and Chalobah. And there have been news, flying around that that if Chalobah is gonna stay, then Disasi needs to go. So, are you okay with that? Which between Disasi and Chalobah, which one? Who are you going to say that he should stay or go? Over to you.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Sorry, I will rejoin you later, maybe in a bit.
No worries, Mr. Wilson. No worries, Mr. Wilson.
Yeah, thank you.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone.
Yes.
Honestly, based on what you just said, if you ask me, I'll prefer, if one of them must go in any case, I'll prefer Disasi to go. I have my reasons. People might disagree, but I have my reasons. If you watch it, Chalobah learns from the best. That's the first thing. Chalobah learns from the best. Thiago Silva is a defending general. Thiago Silva is like a fine wine. He aged like a fine wine. You understand? When he realizes that his speed was no longer there, then his IQ starts to come into play. You understand? And we saw so many a time where Thiago Silva and Chalobah are being paired together. You saw the way Thiago Silva dish out instructions for this young man. And truth be told, this young man, he rarely have bad games in any case. I'm talking about Chalobah now. Okay. You understand? And if you look at the age, he still have time to improve in any case. He still have time to improve. And if you also watch it, the fact that he's an academic graduate is even a plus. You understand? Disasi, if you ask me, Disasi sometimes is not too decisive. You get it? Disasi sometimes is not too decisive. A lot of times where we've had problem because of his decision making. I don't know if it's his stature or I don't want to body shame anybody, but sometimes this guy is slow. Sometimes. You understand? But Chalobah, he has the height, he has the technical know-how. For me, I would prefer Chalobah. I'll prefer Chalobah for so many reasons. Because he learned from Thiago Silva, he was being paired with Thiago Silva on so many occasions, because he's an academic graduate, because he has the height, and I mean, Chalobah is a patient fellow. You understand? So these are some reasons why I feel, or why I think personally I'll go with Chalobah. If one have to leave, in any case, then Chalobah will stay and Disasi will leave. But what about this guy? Is he not leaving? Or are they? I don't understand. You know the guy I'm talking about. What about our brother? Is he not leaving? Why is he not in the equation? Oh my God.
All right.
Whosoever is doing his magic for him, that the magic is really working, because it's like a ghost. No one is talking about him at all.
Mr. Mohammed, do you want to say something?
Well, thank you so much for having me again.
Yeah.
I think everybody have said exactly what some of us wanted to say, and
Okay.
like my brother Sport Talk Arena just said it rightly. You know, there is no debate when it comes to Disasi and Chalobah. There is a saying that says there is no place like home.
Yeah.
A man who grew up in his home know better how to do things there than a
Yeah.
person who grew up from somewhere else and be brought for a different reason. The
Yeah.
passions, look at passion. The passion, the desire that Chalobah has for Chelsea is not the same as Disasi. And nationalistic wise, Chalobah is an English player. The fans will build more affection around Chalobah because for the fact that he's an English player, and they would like to see his presence in England or on Chelsea team more than Disasi. Disasi is a Frenchman. I'm not trying to be racist, or sectionalism, but Disasi is a Frenchman. Disasi cannot offer us nothing. Like I stated earlier, the Disasi, the weight is heavy on the ground. He doesn't have speed. Error door is very poor. I don't know. The guy just had that for nothing. Big head. He doesn't make use out of it. but in the case of Chalobah, to be honest, I mean, Chalobah is good. He just need time. We saw it last season. Chalobah had just limited time to play, even though he was, sometimes, hampered by the injury. But later on, when he came in at the end of the season, I think around the last 15 games for Chelsea, when Chalobah returned, we saw how excellently he performed when he was sometimes paired with Thiago Silva. But Disasi played the highest number of games than any other Chelsea defender last season. And against Leicester, look at the mistake against Leicester City. A defender who is very much conscious will not just get any kind of a pass. You're looking at your position first before you give back pass. But can you imagine a defender, center defender, the last man standing, who's supposed to be aware of the goalkeeper position? He just turned around against Leicester City. He kicked the ball and it was a goal. And this is the kind of a player you want to defend against Chalobah. I think we have to think wise. And Chalobah has more passion. He have love for Chelsea, and Chalobah will be a better player if the chance, if time is given to him to prove his talent.
Yeah.
And he has age in his favor, even though Disasi is just a year older than him. But I think Chalobah is more better than Disasi.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Mohammed. And it's good. It's a pleasure for you to join us from Liberia. Just like I said earlier on, all nationals from the world can join the program. I've heard our league said there was a day a particular person wanted to join even from Casedo's country. What is the name? Ecuador, and I was messaged, but he said, can we have interpreter because they speak Spanish there? And I said, I do not even speak. My French is very bad, let alone Spanish. So I give everyone chance. In fact, I tell anyone there was a particular time someone wanted to also join from Nigeria, but he could only communicate in Yoruba. I said, communicate, I will be interpreting because it's my mother tongue. So I'll be able to do that. So of course, this program is all-inclusive program. Anyone can join from anywhere. So, Mr. Mohammed, I'm just trying to reiterate what I said earlier. So thank you for that. Thank you.
Dr. Bumba, before I leave, I have a question, sir.
All right.
Yeah, sometimes it is not actually a giveaway, but sometimes you do post some of these things about some people predicting, and there will be a random selection.
Prediction challenge.
Yeah, prediction challenge, and assuming that I predict and I win, I'm for like, how do I get that?
No, which one is that? If you have won, you are going to see your name.
No, it's an assumption because he lives in Liberia. So how is he going to get his money? I think that's what. Yeah. How is he going to receive it? Stay? It's an assumption.
In as much as in as much as you have what do they call it? Number one, if you have paper, it's gonna be easy. Paper is going to be easy for me. And if I don't think Liberia is part of, so PayPal will be easy. And if you're also using your
We use
own,
BNB, yeah, BNB.
what is BNB? What is BNB?
Mobile transaction app.
I've not heard about that.
The thing is, I think generally, if he wins, there will always be a way, either
There will
in
be a
cash
way.
or in
There will
kind.
be
Yeah,
always.
so don't worry about
So
it.
I remember that there is what they call Western Union. Western Union is in Liberia.
Yeah. Western Union is, yeah.
So calm down. Win first.
Okay. Trust me, I'm gonna be the next winner.
I no worries.
Especially for the weekend.
No worries. Mr.
Okay, thank you for having me. I'm so
Right.
grateful.
No worries. No, you're welcome. Mr. Theophilos, you're welcome. And
Thank you.
You're welcome. Where are you participating from? Where are you joining us from?
Liberia, West Africa.
Wow. People of Liberia, God bless you today. God bless you, because we've had like 2 Liberians today.
Thank you.
Had
It is
2
nice
Liberians.
being on this show. It is nice being on this show.
Yeah, you must have been watching me for a long time.
For a very long time. I'm one of your longest followers. I enjoy all your songs. Yeah. You are a lot. I enjoy you. I enjoy you a whole lot. I enjoy you singing Chelsea, healing Chelsea. Yeah, I say, oh Lord, someone that loves Chelsea more than I do.
We have been talking about Disasi. We are about to wrap up, but when I saw you, I said, okay, let me just let me allow you to join the conversation.
Thank you so much.
Over to you.
I got something very small to say.
Okay.
Yeah, you see, the issue about Disasi being so for Chalobah to stay, it's not a bad idea. I like Disasi, I like Chalobah. Everyone of them got a very decent style of play and something very special about them. But for me, if you may ask me who to select to stay, I would choose Disasi over Chalobah.
Okay. Why?
Yeah, my point here is that the very first time we signed Disasi in last season, when I saw him play against Liverpool, regardless of the goal, but when I saw him play against Liverpool, the person who he reminded me about was Rudiger. And now we don't have that kind of defender in our squad. Aggression he has. And if you look at right now, Cowell got a kind of character, but he's not ready up to standard as Disasi. Because as a defender, you should terrify the attacker that is coming towards you. But Chalobah, he's prolific in how he carries himself, but then he's very much shy. Yeah, he's shy. So for me, we actually need someone that will put fear in the attackers. That's why I would allow Disasi to stay. Yeah.
But there are some people who are saying that the Disasi is very lazy at tackling.
Yeah, everybody got their own opinion now. Now I just restricted my opinion to his aggression. I love him for his aggression. His aggressive style of play.
Okay,
yes.
For his aggression.
Yes.
Mr. Theophilos, Doctor, can I quickly ask two questions?
Go for it.
Yeah, Mr. Theophilos, I know everyone is entitled to their own opinion, okay? But what is aggression? But what is aggression without result? It's not about being aggressive. It's not about being attackers being scared of you because of your look or your appearance. It's about the end result. Thiago Silva does not have that aggressive physique. You understand? Most attackers they are only scared of the IQ level of Thiago Silva. The IQ level of Thiago Silva. That's what most attackers are scared of. You understand? And that is what we need. What is facial expression without what's it called? IQ level. You can't run. When defender is facing you, he knows he has a lot of a high percentage to beat you, whether you're strong, you're fat, or I don't know. But Chalobah, Chalobah, you know him, like you know he has success rates compared to Disasi, one-on-one with attackers. Chalobah will definitely have the higher rates in terms of one-on-one with Disasi. We've seen it countless of times. And I keep saying it. One of the reason I will always choose, or I will prefer to choose, Chalobah, is because of who he learned from. You understand? Like, it's like Thiago Silva passed the mantle on him in any case. You get. But if we want to talk about other defenders who have, who can put fear on attackers, we have the likes of Vega there. You
Doctor,
understand?
let me,
Vega can cover. Vega can cover up in any case. You understand? So that's just my own opinion in any case.
I'm sorry. I'm working from
wait,
home. So whenever
Mr. Shegun, please. Mr. Theophilus, do you want to respond to what Mr. Sport Talk Arena said?
No, I respect his opinion. Like he said from the beginning, everybody got right over their opinion. So I respect his opinion, and it is well taken. It's well taken. Right. I accept everything he said, and he's right. He's right. He's absolutely right.
Okay. All right, Mr. Shegun, over to you.
Okay. I'm sorry. I love this show so much for me to be talking and be working. So whenever I'm a chance to talk, let me quickly just say what I want to say.
Okay.
So you see, what like me and Mr. Emmanuel always have different opinions the other time. We need to be calming down on players. Honestly. Look at, do you know in the world now, if you are mentioning the best defender in the world, before you count 5 people, you know they will mention Rudiger.
Yes.
Do you know the story of Rudiger when he came to Chelsea? I know people forget things so easily.
No, he was a left out the defender that they even
want Rudiger sold.
Yes.
Olori Buruku Rudiger. Rudiger, very bad player. He's a bad defender. Calamity Rudiger. But when Thomas Tuchel came in 2021 March, if you remember, sir, he reinstalled Rudiger back into the team.
Yes.
And Rudiger became a beast.
You understand? That's the word.
The system was okay for Rudiger. But if you say, okay, maybe because of the kind of life I'm living, before I conclude on people that I'm tired of this person, I don't just conclude. You get what I'm saying? I don't just conclude, because there are some people that, okay, now look at the formation we are playing now. If you look at the formation we are playing now, there are some bad players that we think they are bad, and they will be you will look at them very soon now. Like Caicedo, you know, me, I don't like Caicedo, but very soon now, people will like Caicedo. People will like Enzo, because the formation they are playing now is different. They are playing a different kind of formation. If you look at our 6-2 win, good, we consider 2 goals, but there is a systemic playing. There is a technical playing. Nobody is running around unnecessarily. People know where they almost locate themselves. If Palmer look like this, you see Madueke, he throw ball there. You understand? Everybody know where they are. Before they play 5-6 matches, sir, Palmer will be closing his eyes and will be passing. Very soon now, you will see the cohesion and coherence in the team. So now the issue of Rudiger and the issue of Disasi and Chalobah. I don't want people to be saying Disasi is slow. That is why they want him sold. If you remember when we bought Julian Belletti, when Julian Belletti came from Barcelona, I remember his first match. Julian Belletti has not understood English league. He was doing like this against Aston Villa. The way Agbola ran in front of him, Julian Belletti just looked back like this. Agbola scored. In his interview, he said, "This is a different league." The way they are running, you understand? It is a different thing entirely. Some people will take time before you can't just say because the Disasi is slow. Don't say it's slow. He might not have speed. The fact that somebody does not have speed does not mean the person is slow. Some people can be very calculative. You understand? Some people can be very, very calculative. Alex was not fast, but Alex was calculative. If Alex...
Thiago Silva also is not fast.
What did you say, sir?
Thiago Silva also is not fast. It's just
Thiago Silva was calculative.
And it's intelligent.
Yes, it's intelligent. People said Tosin was slow. They don't use Tosin. I've heard people saying they condemn Tosin. That Tosin is a very slow defender. Because the thing that's sold in Koto Taju, what we can sell quickly in Chelsea, is somebody. Look at Vega now. I've seen people saying Vega is good. Vega is good, sir. If they start Vega in 2 matches, some people will hate him. That's the truth. If they start him in 2 matches, some people will hate him.
Why would they hate him?
What I'm saying is that he might possibly commit some blunders because he's just starting. You understand what I'm saying? That's why the coach is managing him. He doesn't want to rush him. He's just making sure that, okay, if he can play some matches, you understand. But the way, what is sold, like I said, what is sold in Chelsea, doctor, if I'm in Chelsea, if my brother is going to play for Chelsea, I will just tell my brother, if you are going to Chelsea, just be running. Be doing your eyes like this. You know, that's, people will like the person. People will like that kind of player. Look at him. He's running. That is a player. But if a player is just doing slow, doing small, oh, Chelsea fans, sell him. He's not good. Just sell him away. That is our style. Just be guru. If you can find if Okogan or somebody that can do wrestling can come to Chelsea, and they will like it. Thank you.
All right. I know Mr. Sport Talk Arena will want to reply. I know you are going to reply. Let me give you floor before I call Mr. Deyemi.
I am around. I'm just working. I'm
all
here.
All right.
Mr. Shegun, my beloved, I love you so much in any case. See, doctor, I always tell you, sir, a lot of your panelists will always disagree to agree. That's just the fact.
Yes.
Before I proceed, when someone is not fast, there's no two ways about it. When someone is not fast, he is slow. You are either fast or you are slow. There is no alternative word. To your ability, you might think you are fast. But when you see someone faster, to that person faster, you are slow. You understand? So that is it. The Premier League pace is not there's no time for sluggishness. What I said about Thiago Silva only became slow as age started telling on him. And what did he do? He noticed that for me to still be relevant, there is something I need to improve on my game, something that my age cannot take away, which is his experience, his IQ. And he was using it well. That is why he does not rush. You understand? Okay, you as a young player, you are not fast. You don't have IQ. Look at the blunder you make. I know everyone make blunder. I am not saying this person is, listen, I am not saying Chalobah is a much more better player compared to Disasi. Everybody is better in their own way. But when you have two things and you are being asked to pick one, you have to pick your favorite based on some attribute or characteristics. And I am saying, for me, I would prefer Chalobah, and I gave my own. You understand? Now, Mr. Shegun said Chelsea fans should be calming down. We should not complain. We should not. Bro, it is our fundamental human right as a fan to complain when we are seeing things wrong. It is our right. It is our right. Do you know when you pretend everything is okay, the player will not see reason to improve? Why do you think Modric is still an average player up to today? Because the love for Modric is massive. A lot of people are still complaining about Modric, but the people or the fans who love Modric are more in terms of number compared to the ones who are hating him. And for that, people are not seeing what you understand. His lapses is like, he improved today. In the last press conference, the coach gave reasons why he substituted Modric. He said he was not happy. He was not pleased. If I were Modric, no coach has ever said that on air about Modric before. So if I were Modric, I would begin to understand that something is wrong. Something needs to change. See, when people are complaining about you, 1, 2, 3, you need to sit down and upgrade yourself. So, Mr. Shegun, with all due respect, it is our right as a fan, it is our responsibility as a fan to complain when we are seeing things wrong. You can only say, And it is also our right to rejoice and applaud a player when he do well. It's 50-50 thing. You understand? It's 50-50 thing. So please, sir, I would like, because you always say these things. Even sometimes in your comments, in your post, you say it, I'll just laugh. I'll just laugh. This guy, they try to trigger us, I've been waiting. If you say man, we will not complain. So why are we watching football, bro? Why are we watching football? You understand? So personally, yeah, everybody has the ability to improve. Yeah. Everyone has the ability to improve, but the rate at which you improve matters a lot. For example, you are a professional. Even at your own place of work, your boss has a limited time to be patient for you. If your boss keep complaining about you, and your colleague at work keep complaining about you, they have limited time. Whether you are new, whether you are a foreigner, whether you are a citizen, it's not of their business. It is your profession. They expect you as a professional in that sphere. They expect you to be able to step up at any given time. They are professional footballers. They are being paid for it. A lot of, even me, some people stake for it. Do you know if I bet on every of my matches? You don't know. So I have tried to complain. You understand? So it pains me. It pains me when you see a professional in a particular job is always clumsy. Why are we applauding Madueke? Because in recent times, Madueke is now stepping up. Look at Enzo comments on Instagram. Enzo said, I am happy with you, but brother, please, I don't want you to relax. You understand? So when they start saying this thing, they have the zeal to do more. I will keep on saying it. The same love Chelsea fans had for Timo Werner, that's the same love people have for Modric. The way people are patient with Modric, majority of us will not be patient with Jackson like that.
Yes.
Compare Modric and Jackson. Who should Mikel Obi be tackling? Why is Mikel Obi tackling Jackson? Why is he not tackling Modric?
You want Jackson to do well. You want him to do well, to do more.
Okay, so you don't want Jackson, you don't want Modric to do well. You don't want Modric to do more.
You want, boy, but Jackson. You know, for the love he has for Jackson, he has special love for him. You know,
no. I don't know. But Adeyemi, I don't want to. I'm just trying to explain something in general. I don't want to start saying, you understand. I'm just trying to explain something in general. So what I'm saying is, as a professional, people can only be patient with you with limited time. Even as a contractor, no matter your profession, you cannot say because I don't understand the language or I don't want to, it will give me time, or because this is not my legal. Okay, when they were buying you or when they were buying you, why didn't you tell them I will need time or because it's not my league? Or I don't understand the language, you will need time. No, you are a professional. You should be versatile in all angles. So for me, in conclusion, I will say, everyone are entitled to their own opinion. But please, I believe we all should come to a compromise, to come to a conclusion that it is our fundamental right as Chelsea fans to complain
and to compare.
And it's also our right to applaud a player when the right time comes. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Adeyemi, over to you.
Yeah. Good morning, sir. And good morning, my fellow
panelists. Good morning, my brother. Good morning.
And to our viewers, good morning to you all. When I saw the headline, like the subject of discussion, like when I say you have already written something like, I will not stop talking about Jehovah's son until Jehovah come to his rescue. Like when I see that, I just say, doctor, when doctor loves somebody, you will go to any extent to just encourage that person. Well, to me, to dive into the subject matter between Disasi and Chalobah, well, to me, if there is way that both of them can be accommodated in the team, I will say I support it, but I want Badashi to live for them. Like Badashi to live for them. To me, it's my own opinion now. Like me, I like Rudy, I like Disasi for his ruggedness. I like his ruggedness. And there's one thing when I say a defender, there are three things I used to look into a defender. One, how rugged are you as a defender? Two, two, how calculative are you? And three, when we have set pieces advantage in opponent, how proactive are you? In these three things, Disasi has the ruggedness, and me I like it too, because the first time when I see Disasi, I always see that this is our new Rudiger. Me, I like him like that because that's the vibes that Rudiger used to give
I
us.
tell you,
But
brother,
when it
I
now,
tell you, brother, I will deal with Rudiger.
but when it now comes to when it now comes to that calculative part, that as a defender, as a central right, you need to be calculative. I think Disasi coming to Premiership for the first time, I think he has not gotten the rhythm of being calculative of the rate at which the Premiership attacker used to attack. Like he has not gotten used to it, and that real threat in opposition box, Chalobah has it above him, and that one is a fact. And that thing alone, that area threat in opponent box, like when we have corner kick, if Chalobah is on the field, it's rare that you not see him make attempt to nod or to shoot. Just go and check him. And that's one of the fact that me, when they want to sign Fofana that year, I said signing Fofana when we have Chalobah is a waste of money. To me, I criticize the signing of Fofana there because I look at their start. What did Fofana have ahead of Chalobah? Even as at then, I said it, that I did not see anything that Fofana had more than Chalobah than Fofana is having more playing time in Leicester, which is a lesser club, to Chelsea, than Chalobah not having much more playing time. But in terms of their end time productivity, Chalobah is more deadly on area threat than Fofana. Everybody can see go and check. Fofana has not had the goal that Chalobah has scored. Once they start their professional game, he hasn't. But Disasi own, I don't want us to set that guy. To me, I just still want him to be around because I'm still saying it. I have not been convinced enough that Fofana is going to play, at least going to be available for at least 30 Premier League match. I'm not convinced yet. Anytime like these two matches we have played, anytime anybody come near Fofana, my heart used to beat that. Don't break this leg, oh. Ah, this boy, we are still managing him, oh. Don't send him back, oh. Yeah, he also want to show, Fofana also want to show a fight that he just comes up for it. He always want to go for one time ball. But I used to fear me as a fan that, this boy that we are managing your leg, don't go. The money we sign for Fofana is much now. At least in terms of our defender, I think it's the highest player that we sign costly as a defender. So I used to look at that price tag that man Jonah, please help us manage that. But in all sincerity, if I now they boss me to a corner that between Chalobah and Disasi, which one? I will say Chalobah. Chalobah should, if we are bossed to that corner. But if I'm not bossed to that corner, that two of them should be aligned that team. I want two of them, but the better relation. I see the better
Opinga.
Yeah.
Doctor,
Thank you.
sir, I'm sorry. I want to see Minister Sport Talk Arena. I know you are at home. Please don't always give me a chance when I will quickly squeeze in to talk.
I'm still the same thing with you. I'm working from home as well, brother.
Okay. Doctor, as I'm working here, I'm trying to search for some things online. There are some websites where you can check players, compare players' statistics. Honestly, we Chelsea fan, it is difficult to explain certain things sometimes. I have not even checked all these things before, but from what I see, they just try to juxtapose the two of them using the same numbers of games that they have played, so that it won't be like somebody play more than someone. Disasi is far, far, far better than Chalobah. Honestly speaking, it's not me. I'm trying to see if I can share all this file to you. There's no way I can share it. I check all the options I have on the StreamYard you are using. I couldn't do it. I try your Facebook comment. There is no way I can do a video. I mean, I can attach a video, or I know. I think you have made
you
a comment.
You can send it through WeTransfer if it is video. Then I can give you my email.
No, it's not actually video. There are some images. These people, they are not Chelsea fans.
Of course, you can. When this
this is not a Chelsea fan or Chelsea side. It's not me. Look at what they said. Look at the statistics. Just 3 statistics, I will say. Okay, with their last 30 matches, you understand? Yeah. What they used to compare a defender, they talk about tackle ones.
Okay.
The tackle ones, Chalobah has 27. Disasi has 47. Look at the difference. The area, like area ball, 23 against 52. You understand? But you know, this thing is difficult. If you don't find a normal statistic, sometimes you can go online. You understand? You know, this thing, as a fan, Mr. Talk, I know you want to talk. Calm down now. Farabale, bros. Calm down. Calm down. You know what? As a Chelsea fan, nothing somebody can tell you. Chalobah is better than everybody at the back. That is it. I know. And when you know, yeah, doctor, check my comment. I sent a video comment of
I've seen
error.
Two.
Yeah, 2. I sent Chalobah error against Liverpool when he was using his nose to not ball under the ground. You
but do you also check? Do you also check Disasi's error? Do you also check Disasi error?
What do you say?
Do you also check Disasi error?
I will. If you want me to send that one too, I will send it.
Because we have to balance it.
Yes, I'm ready to send it. I am ready to send it.
Because he also have his own error. Or no defender that is not doing error. Defender Disasi also have his own error.
Have they commit
even
error.
John Terry, it is difficult to be a defender. It is very, very difficult. Even John Terry has error. John Terry has error.
Sure.
Now, let me say something before I go, sir.
Yeah.
People are talking about fast and slow. You know, there are some defenders that they are fast. They will commit error. They will be fast to come and cover that error. An example is Ashiko. Ashiko will allow you to dribble him. When you dribble Ashiko will still not allow you to go. The same way Cucurella is defending now. You know they dribble Cucurella. But when they dribble Cucurella, he will quickly run to cover that dribbling. You understand? If you look at the second goal we considered against Wolves, it is because Fofana was so fast to decide. Later, he's now doing taekwondo. He has already made that error. He's now trying to do that taekwondo somersault coverage. But unfortunately for him, he could not. But a very calm defender will have stayed in a position and still be able to cover that space. But a very fast defender, that is, if you look at the goal we considered against Man City too, it's because Fofana was too fast. But Kowi is calmer than Fofana. If you look at it Kowi is very, very calm. And that is the reason you cannot use 2 rugged defenders. The 2 of them will just do ruggedness and they will make errors and there will be problem. They always look for somebody that is calm and somebody that is fast. So we can't use the 2 together. So for me, I'm still on mine that if you ask me who should stay, I will pick Disasi because of his fitness. Disasi will play 20 matches on a row without any problem. 90 minutes. He's up for the task. That guy is very, very rugged. He's like an African guy.
Chalobah.
Yeah, Dan Chalobah. Yeah, of course. Dan Chalobah. Thank you.
Mr. Sport Talk, I ran over to you.
I quote, and you said, Mr. Shegun, the last 30 matches. That was what they used in the statistics. Now, let me ask you, as a brother, as a friend, has Disasi played 30 matches for Chelsea?
Disasi have played more than 30 matches.
You mean
Premiership? Yeah, Premiership.
Let me check.
Premiership.
In all competition.
In all competition last season, how many matches did Disasi play? I think he's played about 35. Let me check. People don't appreciate things.
Wait.
When they
No,
lose
go
this, they
on.
will appreciate. Don't worry, I will
Mr.
check.
Shagun, it's yes. And now, number 2. My stuff is this. When you are making a statistics, do you know computer is garbage in, garbage out?
Mr.
The
Sport
same
Talk
way
Arena, wait. Disasi played 44 matches for us last season, sir. 44.
EPL,
Thank you.
EPL, sir. EPL. Listen, do you know the same way you are what's it called? The same way you are agitating for Disasi right now. That is the same way you can go create a vlog with your other colleague and put on the statistics
Okay,
about
he
Disasi,
played 32 matches for Chelsea, sir, last season for Premier League
about
out of 38. Let's give kudos
about
to him.
that is
Yes.
how you will go about what's it called? About Disasi, create a blog and put on his statistics there. Listen,
32 matches. Did you
I
hear that?
personally, I heard you, sir. I'll come to that. I am not saying Disasi is not a good player. That is not what I'm saying. Just like Ademola said, if we have to choose between Disasi and Chalobah, if there is a must, there is a clause that we have to pick one between these two guys. Honestly, it is not our option or opinion to choose. But if they ask us, it is a must. You must choose one. If they say you must choose one, and I just told you why I will have to choose Chalobah
You are right.
over.
But you ask a question.
No,
You ask a question. Wait a minute. I have the answer to your question very well now. The total career appearances for Chalobah since about 5 years he has been with us in Chelsea is 53 matches.
Bro, don't say for about 5 years. In that 5 years, sir. In that 5 years, sir, how many did he play for us in the senior team, bro?
Yeah, that's 58 matches. 58 matches.
58 in the 5 years.
Yes, for the whole
in
5
the
years.
5 years.
Yes.
So you want to compare these 58 matches with someone who was playing well in a non-league in his league.
Came last year and he has 44 matches for us. 44 matches.
Bro, Shagun.
Mr. Theophilus, over to you.
Okay, I just want to ask a very short question, right? So, how long has Chalobah stayed with Chelsea?
Since age 7 or 8. Since 7 or 8.
How many senior defenders has he played with? Senior defenders, experienced defenders.
All right. I think he played with Thiago Silva.
Yeah.
He played with Thiago Silva. Also, I think also he played with Rudiger before he
Rudiger. He played with Cahill, right? He played alongside Cahill.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. So for me, I still want to say this: if Chalobah had actually been an outstanding defender, Chalobah should have a chance to even break into the captaincy of Chelsea. He should have been the captain, because for the amount of experienced defender he had played with, the amount of year he had played for Chelsea, he stands a chance of gaining a very good experience and a very good a very good time. Well, look, Disasi just came last season. He had been placed over Chalobah. So for me, I think that there is something that Disasi has, some potential that Disasi has that Chalobah don't have. So there's a reason why you see even our coach Enzo Maresca prioritize Disasi over Chalobah, because it is up to him to even say that Disasi too will not be part of my starting 11 or will not train with my team. But then Disasi is still training with the team of Enzo Maresca while he are ex Chalobah. So the thing here is that for me, I just see Disasi to be a very different player when it comes to Chalobah. Yeah, he's just a very kind of different player. Yeah, that even every manager will love. So like we are saying here, we don't have the gap of authority to decide. We're just giving our opinion on these things.
Yeah.
We're just giving our opinion on these things. Yes. So
I went
we
from
will just say our part. We will just say our part and understand what we have to understand. But in my opinion, if I'm called today by the Board of England to decide between Chalobah and Disasi, Disasi will stay.
All right.
Disasi will definitely stay. Yeah.
All right, Mr. Sport Talk Arena, do you want to say anything like conclude remark because we are about to wrap up?
Okay, about this Disasi thing and Chalobah thing, yeah. Like I said, it's all about preference. You understand?
Okay.
It's all about preferences. You get so everyone has given their own opinion. Let it be so. But if you ask me, my own opinion, I've already laid it out in any case. But Ashegun, listen carefully, sir.
Yeah, go on.
Just be praying. Just be from today, and just be firing prayer that Disasi should not see. I will come for you. I will come for Disasi. In fact, this our brother Theophilus. I will come.
You know me and you said we have
In fact, there will be no suit for Disasi. No team will sign Disasi. Disasi will stay on Chelsea.
But you know what, doctor? You know what, doctor? To be very honest, I love Chalobah so much. But if you look at one of the reasons that Chelsea came down, we are meant to be in top 4, whether you like it or not. Because I do a lot of analysis and, I check things like what is going on. Like I was talking to somebody. I said this season, the coach has a lot to do because the top 4 has been traditionally belonging to Man City, Arsenal, and Liverpool. It looks like the 3 of them must be in top 4. So the last slot is free for any serious team between Chelsea, Tottenham, and Man U. So we should always look at how to quickly overcome the odds of at least winning 5 matches on a row. So the guys should not be carried away with the Wolves match. We should look for the way, because last season, one of the major problems we have is that when they win a match, the next match, they withdraw or lose. And the consistency has been our problem. So if you look at why are Chelsea coming down, it's not even because of the change of ownership, basically. Doctor, our first enemy is injury. Our first enemy. The moment we lost James and Chilwell, and we are unable to, replace them properly, that was problem. The Chelsea team, since 2022-2023, we have been battling that. It has been a very catastrophic time for us. So, for me, I always want a fit player, a player that will be available for me and that will be fit in the team. Not a player look at one of the things I love Caicedo for. No matter how it is, everybody know Caicedo will play the next match. He looks injured last. That is not injury for Caicedo. That boy will be ready. That is one of the things that convinced me to like that guy, because he's always available. When players, but look at Lavia. What have we done now? They said hamstring rupture. What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
What is it? Now you're having hamstring. Why? Now, if the coach has centered the team around you now, you will not be available for the next match. Thank God Caicedo was available, and thank God Enzo was available. So we need the availability of these players so that they can be responsible. We need players. So that is one of the reasons I love Disasi. If you look at the history of our right central back, talk about Fofana, Tosin, Chalobah, Disasi. Disasi is the most rugged among the 4 of them. When Disasi starts playing now, that is it. He will not go again. He has started. He's just like an African guy. He's very, very fit. That is just my own point. Though I understand that people say Chalobah can dribble, he can do this, he can do that. I understand that too. But what about Chalobah's hamstring? That the red flag is there. He missed about 169 matches in last season. And they did surgery. So after that surgery, he came back. And that is one of the reasons that Chalobah is available.
169 days or 169 matches?
109 days, sorry. About 26 matches. About 26 matches. So that is one of the reasons that the red flag is there, because there is a site whereby you can check players' medical record. The red flag is there, and the people that want to buy him, I know Newcastle wanted to buy him, but later Newcastle have already paid 70 million for Magui. Now, Crystal Palace will need to replace Magui. Definitely it should come for Chalobah. But doctor, quote me anytime, any day. If they put Disasi and Chalobah on market now, people will go for Disasi ahead of Chalobah. We can only keep Chalobah. I know it's possible that we are going to keep Chalobah and he's going to be a squad player. That is what will later happen to him. The fact that they gave his number out does not mean that they cannot keep him. It has happened before. They will give him another number. They can even give him number 19. They can give him number 39. We are giving any number. And Chalobah is a very loyal boy. He doesn't care. He will put it on. Because talk of attitude, Chalobah has the best attitude among our academy players. He will not mention. All what he wants is just Chelsea. And you can see it from him that he has never said anything. He's been so quiet. He didn't say a word. And you will see that if they allow him to come back, he will definitely come back with joy. And he will be a squad player. So if they want to sell anybody, they should try and logically keep both Disasi and Chalobah and find a way that Badiashile, who I see doesn't have any business with our team for now. Let's be very honest. Because Chalobah can play the left central back. If at all, we need somebody to play it. So it's Badiashile. So if Chelsea management are listening to this program, if anybody is finding a way to listen to this program, the problem is that if you send mail to Chelsea, it doesn't deliver anymore. Doctor, there is a mail, the one they used to send to me for loyalty, whatever. Before it used to deliver, but now I think people send a lot of things. Now
because they try to deactivate it because a lot of people abuse.
Yeah, I think because of the abuse, they don't know, like, because I personally have sent mails before and
they
even
they just stop it recently, actually.
Yeah, I see this. They stop it. So if anybody listen to me now as I'm talking,
but people watch our programs. I want to
keep Chalobah, keep Disasi. Fofana for now is not in. Look at it. Fofana play in against Man City. He was not in the squad for the next match. That is because the injury management. They are trying to manage his injury. So keep Disasi, keep Chalobah. Find a way to ship out Badiashile. He's a good player too. He's a fantastic footballer, but his level is too high for our standard. So he should go to. I know it's a talk. So high now we talk. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shegun. Thank you, Mr. Sporto Karena. Thank you, Mr. Theophilus from Liberia. I want to thank everyone who have participated in this live broadcast this morning. For you guys, it is night here. It is already night here. So I want to say I'm very proud of all of you. You have contributed immensely and beautifully. Of course, I know we agree to disagree, and we disagree to what?
Exactly.
To agree. So
Mr. Shegun, you said we have a deal. What is it? Sorry, continue, sir.
I asked you to teach me something now. I may need your number, please.
Okay.
I can dictate it for you now. Write it down. It doesn't matter. Just +44. Are you writing it?
I'll drop it. Okay.
+44.
Are you using WhatsApp? Doctor?
Yeah, it's my WhatsApp number.
Okay.
+44 750 88 034.
Why don't you just send me direct message? Because a lot of people go begin they send you message now for.
I forgot this. Okay, I will send you your direct.
Send me direct message. Yeah,
okay,
I will definitely
I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
I'll send it to you now.
So I
Doctor, sorry, sir.
Doctor, sorry about that.
It's okay, man. It's okay. I want to thank everyone, and it's good. I never knew that this debate we we generate a lot of views like this. And I was thinking maybe I would just pop up for 1 hour, and now we have used even more than 2 hours. And it's for Chelsea's issues, and which we all really have passion for. My prayer is that God will reinstate us to the position we deserve this season by God's grace. Thank you so much. Amen. This is where we are going to end this moment live broadcast. I may still come back later in the night. That will be my own early morning, and it will be your own night. But I thank you, Mr. Sport Talk Arena, Mr. Shegun Olusegun Okwadeji, and Mr. Theophilos Baron from Liberia. Thank you so much.
Wow,
God
you're from
bless.
Liberia.
Yes, he's from
Yeah,
Liberia.
I'm from Liberia.
Ah, good morning.
He's from
Morning, sir.
Liberia. We've
I'm
actually
from
this.
Nigeria.
Oh,
So
he's from
this,
Nigeria.
yeah.
Yeah, but I
I
based in the
love Nigeria so much.
I based in
Uh,
United Kingdom.
yeah.
Okay.
So
No.
this morning we've had like the 3 Liberians. We've
Oh,
had 3
that's good.
Liberians. We have Mohammed, and Mr. Tokon, if I could remember and Mr. Theophilos is the 3rd Liberian today.
Doctor, do we
It
have
shows.
time
It
to
shows.
talk?
It shows we are
Doctor,
doing. It shows we are doing something great in any
Of course,
case.
of
It
course,
shows
Oh
we are
yeah.
doing something great. Do you
of
know?
doctor,
course.
Yesterday,
doctor.
Yeah.
EPL TV, they broadcasted one guy, one
Ah, that's my
channel
friend now.
that
He's
talk
my
about
friend.
football.
GD.
EPL TV broadcasted them yesterday. You
Yeah.
understand? So when I saw it, I said, well, one day we'll be the next. In any case, we will
By
be the
God's
next in
grace,
any
by
case.
God's grace, by God's grace, by God's grace. For now, I will say goodbye for now. The next thing you'll be hearing songs. Thank you so much, Mr. Shegun. Thank you, Mr. Theophilos. Thank you, Mr. Sport Talk Arena. Bye for now. Bye
Thank
for
you for
now.
having me on your show. Thank you.
You're welcome, bro. You're welcome.
All of football is the game, winning is high. We got the power to win, power to rule. Come on, Chelsea. Forever we shall stand, united we stand, divided we fall, no matter the situation. We will never stop, till we are top. We will never stop, till we are top. Relegation is not a portion, blue is the color, football is the game, winning is high. Relegation is not a portion, blue is the color, football is the game, winning is high. No matter what we defend, Chelsea is the name, we are the pride of London. No matter how we dey suffer, you know me say, I go stop being no. We got the power to win, power to rule. Come on, Chelsea. Forever we shall stand, united we stand, divided we fall, no matter the situation. We will never stop, till we are top. We will never stop, till we are top.